Tell me, was it a wild 420 in the industry? There hasn't been a lot of talk about what happened.
So 420 this year, it does unfortunately look like it was a bit of a wash. I'm not going to say wash out because there was still some strong performances on 420 by some states and some specific players. But in general, I think the industry fell victim to 420 falling on a Sunday, which was also Easter and also Passover. And there's just a lot of things that were pulling people's attention away from what is traditionally a stronger day. So we did get some decent results overall. To find them, you really need to look across the entire weekend, and even a couple days before, to look at that overall contribution around the 420 holiday.
Historically, cannabis's version of Black Friday, the highest sales day of the year. And whereas 420 this year fell on a Sunday, like you mentioned, the industry was really trying to promote this whole week of 420. And so if you look at the whole week, it seems like from the data that you shared with me that Friday and Saturday were bigger days than Sunday, and that overall there was still an outperformance from a regular week. It was just a pretty steep decline from the 2024 performance. Is that right? Can you give us some actual percentages?
Yeah, it was still a good week. And we had, obviously, I'm talking in generalities across the averages across the entire industry. There are some dispensaries who just killed it, right? Some brands just killed it. But in general, it was definitely a way better week than a normal week was. Sunday was way better than a normal Sunday. But if you look year over year at the overall performance, the entire weekend, the lift that it was roughly about 12% softer this year than last year if you look across the entire weekend. And obviously looking 420 versus 420, there was a significant delta because you're comparing a Saturday where everything was concentrated to a Sunday, which is a softer day, Easter, Passover, everything else going on that day. Yeah. But again, probably the number that most people are going to care about is the overall contributions to their business. And we probably saw about 12% soft across the entirety of the U.S., about a 12% hit versus last year.